Welcome to the LinkedIn Doulas. And today we're going to talk about the mechanics of LinkedIn, what it is and what it isn't. So LinkedIn is the largest social media platform that is business to business oriented. I think of it as the largest database of both companies and employed individuals. So if that's your target market, you definitely want to be on LinkedIn.
And entrepreneurs can really benefit from what the platform offers. There is strategy to having a profile that attracts your right fit client. But LinkedIn is a very, very powerful platform to develop relationships B2B and B2C.
Speaking of that, most people think of LinkedIn, and certainly when I first joined back in, I believe, 2014, LinkedIn really was, I would have to say, a place to post your resume. But LinkedIn is not a resume depository. In fact, if you use LinkedIn in that fashion, you're missing the power of LinkedIn.
LinkedIn is an opportunity for you to share your expertise, to develop relationships with like-minded people, and to create opportunities that are going to lead people to you.
And speaking of which, LinkedIn actually has behind the scenes, it keeps score in terms of who you are and who you want to reach. And there needs to be consistency. This is where many people have challenges because they serve multiple audiences and have multiple offers. But for LinkedIn, their algorithm, it finds this very confusing. So the best advice that we can offer is for you to use LinkedIn with one specific audience in mind.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. And in fact, I have been working through that myself with my own profile. And I'm finally at a place where I have really niched down. And I know that that can cause some drama for people. But honestly, it is freedom. Once you are talking to a very specific group of people, then you can talk about what their issues are, how you might help them very, very specifically. And you don't have to think about, oh, who am I going to post for today? And what I'm seeing in a very kind of small sample is that the impressions that I am getting, and impressions are just you're showing up in somebody's feed, and that may mean that it's your first connections or the people who you have connections with. But 2 new posts after really niching down in my profile have received more impressions than any previous post since I have entered this journey.
Yeah. I know that you're familiar with the term algorithm, which is that unknown equation as to how it is that our posts or our comments or even our profile shows up as a suggestion in someone's feed. And the more focused you are about your topic and about your interest, the easier it is for the LinkedIn algorithm to show your profile, your posts, and your comments to that audience. Hence, that's why it's so important to have in mind and to be very consistent and steady in terms of who you're trying to reach and the content that you wish to share or to comment on.
Your best practice, or the best practice, is to be able to articulate who you are helping, how you are helping them, and what are the results that you're helping them achieve. And once you know that formula, your posts can be focused on each one of those parts of that equation. And it truly, you're sending out a beacon. The algorithm is using your specificity to send out to your people like a beacon your information, and you have more chances of landing in somebody's feed who is going to be interested in what you're talking about.
Exactly. So we have a lot to share. Obviously, we don't want to take up time. We're going to give it to you in dribs and drabs, small little chunks. Right now, that's an introduction to the LinkedIn platform. We recommend at this point, don't do any posting. You may want to, again, look in your feed, see what's coming across, that sort of thing. But for right now, the next step, and we will cover it in our coming video, will be to optimize your profile, because anytime you do something, that's the first place people go. They go back to your profile to see who is it that made that comment or even liked my post. So with that, I think we're ready to sign off.
Yes, thank you for watching, and we will see you again shortly.
Your LinkedIn doulas.